This is the story of the old woman who lived in the shoe. There once was a woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. You know what? Forget this. The real story behind the old woman in the shoe is way more interesting, with lots of sex and nefarious business dealings. Bet you want to hear that one instead, right? Good, me too. First, let's get some things straight. The old woman was actually Madame Old with an E at the end, notorious whorehouse impresario and purveyor of the dirtiest, skankiest working girls on this side of Heidi Fleiss's pension program. She was pro, and her business had grown enormous. She had everything there was to offer. Dungeon play, pony play, kid and play, you name it. But unfortunately, Madame Old was getting, well, old, and the business was starting to get out of hand. She was tired. Tired of the hoochie stank, tired of the constant complaining, tired of beating bitches half to death with a silver club when they wouldn't give her her cut. The pimp hand was willing, but the pimp flesh was weak. So, with visions of a cabana boy-filled retirement dancing in her head, Madame Old came up with a surefire plan to come away clean. She had all of her girls line up and gave each of them a weird green broth, which, unbeknownst to the hookers, was roughly 90% codeine cough syrup. "Don't we get any bread with this?" the girls complained. "No," snapped Madame Old. "Carbs make you fat, and we don't cater to that fetish here. Now off to bed." And with that, Madame Old pulled out an old calfskin belt from the Old Navy sample sale and whipped the whores until they were fast asleep. After all, that's just good management. The next day, when the codeine wore off, the prostitutes awoke to find quite a surprise. Madame Old sold the stiletto to a wealthy North African sheik who transported the shoe to Tangiers and reinvented it as a place for lascivious Middle Eastern tycoons to blow off their oil field profits on the supple pleasure of forbidden white flesh. Meanwhile, Madame Old retired to Bora Bora, where she spent the rest of her days drinking Mai Tais and deflowering the young resort staff. The end. Now I'm closing the book, which I didn't even read from today. And there, closed. Come back next time for the terrible tale of the suffocating sphincter.
I can't do this, but it's also soothing. I am very conflicted. Hey DailyYou, it's Amanda, and today I am joined by the one, the only, the British Alistair James Murden from Super Amazing Project.
Hello.
Today we are here with Loot Crate, and it's just full of amazing, nerdy paraphernalia.